A baby is abandoned by his parents on a cold, rainy night. Growing up without love, family, or support, he faces hunger, loneliness, and humiliation. Instead of letting pain destroy him, he turns it into strength. Years later, he creates a global organization that helps millions of abandoned and orphaned children, changing the world forever. The rain fell heavily from the dark sky. A small bundle lay on the steps of an old orphanage. Inside the bundle was a newborn baby boy. His tiny hands trembled from the cold. A note was pinned to his blanket. The orphanage director opened it. Only 6 heartbreaking words were written. : "We cannot keep him. Goodbye. No name, no explanation, no promise to return. Just goodbye." The baby cried desperately into the storm. But the people who had brought him into the world were already gone. Far away, never looking back, the director held the baby close. Tears filled her eyes. No child deserves this. She named him Noah, meaning comfort. But comfort was something Noah would spend years searching for. As Noah grew older, he noticed something painful. Every visiting day, children ran into their parents' arms. Mothers brought homemade food. Fathers carried gifts. Families laughed together. Noah sat alone by the window. Every week he waited. Every week nobody came. At first he believed they were late. Then he believed they were busy. Then he believed they were lost. Eventually he learned the truth. Nobody was coming. One evening, at age 8, Noah asked the director, "Did my parents ever love me?" The director struggled to answer. She finally whispered, "I don't know." That answer hurt more than any lie. That night, Noah cried himself to sleep. He hugged his pillow and imagined it was his mother. Life outside the orphanage was not kind. Children mocked him. Nobody wanted you. You were thrown away. Even your own parents left. The words cut deeper than knives. One day, Noah came home with a bleeding lip. The director asked what happened. "I got into a fight. Why? They said I was worthless." The director cleaned his wound. Then she looked into his eyes. "Noah, people who hurt others are usually hurting themselves." "But what if they're right?" Noah asked. The woman froze. Then she held his face gently. "They are wrong. You are not worthless. You are simply a child who was never given the love he deserved." For the first time in years, Noah felt hope. When Noah turned 16, the orphanage lost funding. Food became scarce. The electricity was often cut. Some nights, the children went to bed hungry. Noah secretly gave his meals to younger children. He drank water to silence his own hunger. One little girl noticed, "Why aren't you eating?" "I'm not hungry." But he was starving. That winter, Noah lost weight. His clothes became loose. His face looked tired, yet every night he studied under a street lamp outside. People laughed at him. "What do you think you'll become? A president? A billionaire?" Noah smiled. "No." "Then why work so hard?" His answer surprised them. "Because my future is the only thing nobody can take from me." Before leaving, he visited the children's dormitory. Dozens of young faces looked at him, scared, lonely, abandoned, just like he once was. Tears filled his eyes. He made a promise that would change history. "One day," he said, "I'll come back, and no child here will ever feel forgotten again." The children smiled, but nobody believed it, not even Noah. The next years were brutal. Noah worked construction jobs, washed dishes, cleaned streets, loaded trucks. Sometimes he slept in bus stations, sometimes on park benches. Sometimes he went days without food. One freezing night, he sat alone under a bridge. Snow covered the ground. His hands shook from the cold. He looked up at the dark sky and finally broke. Why was I abandoned? What did I do wrong? There was no answer, only silence. For the first time, Noah considered giving up. Then he remembered the children at the orphanage, their faces, their tears, their hopes. He stood up. "If nobody saved me," he whispered, "then I'll become the person who saves others." Noah studied relentlessly. Eventually, he earned scholarships, then degrees, then opportunities. Years later, he created a small charity for abandoned children. At first, nobody cared. The organization operated from a tiny room. There were only 3 volunteers and almost no money. But Noah refused to quit. He knew exactly how abandonment felt. Every speech came from his heart. Every decision came from experience. People listened. Then they believed. Then they joined. The charity began growing and growing and growing. 20 years later, Noah stood before world leaders. The little abandoned baby had become one of the most respected humanitarian leaders on earth. His organization built schools, orphanages, hospitals, scholarship programs, counseling centers, safe homes. Millions of children received help. Millions children who once felt forgotten finally had hope. News reporters called Noah a hero. But Noah hated that word. "I am not a hero," he always said. "I am simply a child who knows what loneliness feels like." One afternoon, Noah received a letter. The handwriting looked shaky. Inside were words he never expected. "I am your mother. Double quotes. The room spun around him. His hands trembled. After decades, she had found him. The letter explained everything: poverty, fear, desperation, regret. She wrote, "Abandoning you was the greatest mistake of my life. I have cried for you every day." At the end were 6 words: "Can you ever forgive me?" Noah stared at the page for hours. Tears streamed down his face. The pain he carried for decades returned all at once. The little abandoned boy inside him was crying again. Days later, they met. His mother was old now, fragile, broken by years of guilt. The moment she saw Noah, she collapsed into tears. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." She repeated the words again and again. Noah looked at the woman he had dreamed about his entire life. The woman he had hated. The woman he had missed. The woman he had searched for in every crowd. For several moments, neither spoke. Then, Noah stepped forward and hugged her. Both cried uncontrollably. Years of pain melted into tears. Years of questions disappeared into silence. Noah finally whispered, "I spent my whole life asking why you left. Double quotes. His mother lowered her head. "But if you hadn't..." He looked around at the millions of children his organization had helped. Those children might never have been saved. Years later, a statue was built outside the world's largest children's care center. It wasn't a statue of a president, or a king, or a celebrity. It was a statue of a little boy holding a torn blanket. At the base were engraved these words: "The child who was abandoned became the man who made sure no child would ever feel abandoned again." Visitors from around the world came to see it. Many cried. Many felt inspired, because Noah's story proved something powerful. Your beginning does not decide your ending. The people who leave you do not define you. Sometimes the deepest wounds and the boy who was abandoned by his parents changed the world.